Glad you're with us. Golic and Wingo, ESPN Radio and ESPN News. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. All phone guests join us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Mike Golic, Trey Wingo here with you. And if you're saying to yourself, why are we cranking out some of the music from the Grammy and Oscar-winning recording superstar Melissa Etheridge? She is a gigantic, ginormous, huge, colossal, large Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Yes, she are. Yes, she are. Yes, she is.
Yes, she are brilliant.
And she's going to be joining us in about 10 minutes.
Our next guest is hopeful that the Chiefs season will not come to a close Saturday when they welcome in the Indianapolis Colts to Arrowhead. And we are delighted to be joined now in Golic and Wingo by the woman who put the go in EGOT. For people that don't know, EGOT is a term coined by Philip Michael Thomas of Miami Vice in the 80s. Yeah. He said he wanted to win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. He hasn't, but our next guest is halfway there. Melissa Etheridge has won a Grammy and an Oscar, and she is a gigantic Chiefs fan. And so we're delighted to have Melissa to have you on the show. Thanks for being with us. You were born and raised in Kansas. When did you officially become a huge Chiefs fan?
Oh, hey guys. Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. I was born a Chiefs fan. My father was very athletic and a huge Chiefs fan, and I don't even remember getting to know the Chiefs. So it was from the day I was born. I have a very vivid memory of the Chiefs the last time they won the only time they won the Super Bowl in 1970 after the 1969 season. And so it's just been in my blood, and I've just been a crazy fan all my life.
Did you go to a lot of games growing up?
No, we didn't. I grew up in Leavenworth, Kansas, which is about an hour outside of, Kansas City, which is actually in Missouri. Of course, everybody knows that. And we didn't go to any games. We couldn't afford to go to any games. We would just watch on television every Sunday, or listen to it on the radio. Is the only other way I remember listening to it. The first time I went to a game was a couple years ago.
So, and you went to, there was that Monday nighter against the Rams where everybody thought, okay, this is where the NFL is now going, and this high scoring, it was like 100 to 102. You were at that game. So tell us about that experience of that high scoring game.
Oh, it was fierce. I don't know. I live out here in Los Angeles. So, when the game got switched from Mexico City to LA, all of us, and there's a huge LA, Chiefs contingency out here, and we grabbed tickets as soon as we could, and the Coliseum's just an old it's an old place to see a game. I got to tell you, it's old school, but man, it was amazing. I took my kids and I actually looked at them. I said, "Look, football games are not this exciting. I don't know what's going on. This is not usual."
Melissa Etheridge with us, a Grammy and Oscar winner and a gigantic Chiefs fan, having been born and raised in Leavenworth, Kansas, with us on Golic and Wingo this morning, and we're delighted to have her. So listen, you know all the facts, Melissa. You know all the numbers. The Chiefs have lost a record 6 home playoff games. They haven't won since Joe Montana was their quarterback in 1993. But I have said all year long, I am a big believer in Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes. How excited are you about what the future brings with Patrick and what you expect to happen Saturday at Arrowhead?
There's a feeling. I mean, when you're a Chiefs fan, you always believe right to the very bitter end. You believe that they're going to do it. You believe that there's going to be some way. And last year and the year before, and until that field goal or until that freak throw off the linebacker back to the quarterback, Marcus Mariota makes the touchdown. Until that happens, you're believing. But I got to tell you, we've never had the feeling we have now that Patrick Mahomes, that no matter what, even to the very last seconds of the game, we have a chance. Even all the games we've lost this year have been, within like 3 points. And so you feel that this is our season. You feel like for once it's all lined up. Of course, we're all worried about our defense, and can they stop the run? But even then, that our offense can do amazing things. And so we all have this heightened sense of it might happen. It might happen. And, We'll see. We'll see.
Just so people understand what a fan she is, she wrote a song. You wrote a song for Alex Smith, and you're already moved on to Patrick Mahomes. That's the fandom we're talking about here.
Well, that's the thing. Have you started writing a song about Patrick Mahomes yet?
Well, that's why I got it. That's how deep a Chiefs fan I am. A couple of years ago when Alex Smith was really. I mean, I think Alex Smith I just wish him the best, and I hope his leg heals and he can play again. But he was just beloved also by the Chiefs, and he would do some things. Of course, he could never throw the ball all the way down the field, but he would get us there. And so I did a couple of years ago, wrote a song. And, and then he was out, and I'm like, oh, this is like, okay, I've got a brand new lover, and I've got, let's date a little, let's see. So I'm not gonna jump right out and write a song about him right now. I just feel that's a little insensitive. I don't know, but
we're in that time frame where we're in the buffer zone.
Right, exactly. We're not sure if it's gonna work out, but we're feeling good about it.
We're talking to Grammy winner and Oscar winner Melissa Etheridge on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Now, it reported from the Palm Beach Post. Is this true that in 2016, the new coach of the Jets, Adam Gase, once jammed with you on your tour bus before a benefit concert?
That is absolutely true. Yeah, we were down there. He had just gotten to the Dolphins, and there was it was a big benefit. I was there. Sheryl Crow was there, and Gibson Guitars was there, and he was all like, "Hey," and we found ourselves together and jamming. Yeah, he's a much better football coach than he is a guitar player.
That's what we wanted to know as we're talking to Melissa Etheridge here. High praises for him as a coach, but how is he, with or without the fret, playing the chords? Where would
give up his day job?
No, there it is.
Well done. So, Melissa, your last album released in 2016, still doing live concert. We just talked about Andy Murray and his body saying, with his hip, it's time to give it up. We talk about retirement, all that. How about for you? How long you want to continue doing this?
Yeah, if I ever say I'm retiring, just tell me, no way, because that's not. I'm a musician. This is not a competition. It's not a sport. So I just do it as long as I'm loving it. So I'm gonna love it until lights out. So I'm here for a while. As long as Bruce Springsteen can do it, as long as Mick Jagger's doing it, I'm up.
Hey, there are a lot of groups. We're all around the same age, the three of us. There are a lot of groups from our time that are still hitting it hard. So I don't doubt that. They are out there on the road.
Yeah, we are. I'm in my stride. I'm loving it. I have a great fan base. I have a great reputation for a live show. That's what I love to do, and so I think that in this day and age of you can get everything on computer and YouTube, that at the real live performance, there's just nothing like it. So that's where I put all my time and energy is. Well, I have a new album coming out, but the live show, doing the songs that people know and love, I dig it. I do that for a long time.
Well, listen, we expect you to be playing music for a long time. We know you're going to be a Chiefs fan as well, as long as till lights out. As Melissa Etheridge is with us here, so I know you're used to the disappointment, and it feels different, and you say all that. But how soul crushing would it be if it happens again to Kansas City?
Oh, stop! I really do. I woke up like 2 mornings ago, and literally I could hear the echoes of "Stop the run, stop the run, stop the run." And I'm like, oh my God, it's. You try not to. I swear, after every season, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be that invested again. I'm just not going to do that. But here I am. I'm just all in. I woke up this morning to call you, and I'm like, okay, one more sleep until the game. And you do it. That's what we love. That's why we love sports. I think. I think football is just an amazing, show of force and of strength and cleverness, and it's fun. And I think it's a wonderful American thing that we do. And I'm going to love it to the very end of whatever happens this year.
Well, we're excited about it. And listen, I think I can't speak for Mike, but I think go ahead and start writing that song for Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, boy.
Because I think you're in real good hands there. All right?
I feel it. It feels good. It feels good. I want you to be thinking of me when you're watching the game, okay?
Absolutely. Melissa, we appreciate you being with us, sharing your fandom, and thanks for coming to our window this morning, all right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Melissa Etheridge. We appreciate it.
What a football fan.
I knew as soon as they said she wants to come on the show, I'm like, absolutely. She is absolutely the fan you want. I mean, she is into it all the way.
Listen, grew up for it. Her dad was the AD of their high school, Leavenworth High School and such, and she said, it doesn't even remember when you start. You just were. Yeah. You just were that fan of that team, but been around sports her whole life.
That was the best part. Took her kids to the Golic. Not every game is this exciting.
Yeah, exactly right.
54-51. They're not all this way.
Couldn't let it go without getting that in there, huh?
Which one?
Come to my window. You couldn't do it, right?
Trey, at what point in the interview did you have that one ready?
I mean,
honestly, in the last 5 seconds.
And you
Seriously?
You didn't think that whole time I'm going to get this in here somehow, some way?
No.
I don't believe
You're a liar. I don't believe you either.
What do you know about this anyway? Oh, okay, there it is again.
We're
Nicely
done. Done.
All right, fine. Say what you want. She appreciated it, so I don't care what you think.
I know.
She liked it.
I know.
The heck with all you guys. I'm with a Grammy and an Oscar winner. What do you got? Yeah, there you go. Have that one, big boy. All right.